Welcome to Catherine's tutorial. This is NEET-BIOLOGY series where we'll discuss about the questions that are asked in NEET chapter wise. Here I took a human reproduction chapter where we'll discuss the question, meanwhile we'll find out the answers. This series will help you to score better mark in NEET-BIOLOGY. Now we'll move on with the questions. The first question is, meiotic division of the secondary oocyte is completed. This question was asked in 2020 NEET. The options which are given here is at the time of copulation, after zygote formation, at the time of fusion of a sperm with an ovum, or prior to ovulation. So you have to find out the answer. The meiotic division of the secondary oocyte is completed when? Now we'll move on to the discussion session for this particular question. To find out the answer, we should know some basics and we should know what is oogenesis. Oogenesis is nothing but development of ovum. Development of ovum from the ovary is known as oogenesis. There is one more process known as oocytogenesis. What is this oocytogenesis? It is nothing but the development of primary oocyte from the oogonia. Oogonia is also known as ovum mother cell. So, the development of primary oocyte from the oogonia is also known as oocytogenesis. The formation of primary oocyte will occur when the female fetus or female baby developing inside the uterus of mother at 20th week of gestation. So, during the 20th week of gestation, the primary oocytes are formed inside the female baby ovary. Okay, there are about 7 million primary oocytes you can able to find inside the ovary of female baby. Inside the ovary of female baby, that is nothing but primary oocytes. These primary oocytes at birth, they get reduced into at birth or shortly after the birth, you can able to find around 1 to 2 million primary oocytes. So after this, there will be no more development of primary oocyte inside the female baby's ovary. So I'm repeating again. When the female baby is around 20th week of gestation, the female baby's ovary will develop primary oocytes. These primary oocytes are around 7 million in number. 7 million will get reduced to 1 to 2 million at the time of birth. So after birth, the primary oocytes will not develop. It will be temporarily arrested. So what happens here? When the female reaches her puberty, this primary oocyte will undergo development. It forms the secondary oocyte. But secondary oocyte, what happens here? It is arrested during the metaphase 2 of meiosis 2. So when primary oocytes undergoes development after puberty to form a secondary oocyte, the secondary oocyte form will get temporarily arrested during the metaphase 2 stage and during the meiosis 2 process. So what happens here? When the sperm enters inside the secondary oocyte, for example, if there is a fertilization where the sperm meets the ovum, you can able to find the secondary oocyte. The secondary oocyte will undergo meiosis 2 to complete the process. If not, if the egg is not fertilized, if the ovum is not fertilized by the sperm, then what will happen to the ova? The secondary oocyte will not complete meiosis 2, and eventually it disintegrates along with the endometrial layer during the process of menstrual cycle. I'm summarizing it again. During the embryonic stage, the primary oocyte gets arrested and there will be no more oocyte is added, or it will not undergo any development after birth. The amount of primary oocyte from 7 million reduces to 1 to 2 million at the time of birth. When the female reaches her puberty, the primary oocyte will start to develop into a secondary oocyte. This secondary oocyte will not complete meiosis 2. It gets arrested during the metaphase 2 stage during the meiosis 2. When a sperm enters the ova during the process of fertilization, because of the entry of the sperm, the meiosis 2 gets completed, and if the ovum is not fertilized, eventually the meiosis 2 will not get completed in the secondary oocyte. The secondary oocyte will be released as such along with the endometrial layer during the process of menstrual cycle. So based on this, we can able to come to a conclusion for the question. Meiotic division of the secondary oocyte is completed. We have all the option. So, is it at the time of copulation or after zygote formation or at the time of fusion of sperm with an ovum or prior to ovulation? Based on the answer we discussed, we can able to come to a conclusion that the option C is the correct answer, where you can able to find the meiotic division gets completed when a sperm enters inside the ova. If the sperm doesn't enter inside the ova, meiosis 2 will not be completed. Thank you. By the next video, we'll go over the next question from the human reproduction chapter. Thank you.